So I've been in Vancouver for only a year now, and I've been in Madison, Wisconsin in the US for 8 years. Before that, I was in France. I was born in France. My parents are Italian, and it was very, very hard for me to begin in France. Believe it or not, it's very hard. And when I came to the States, I could not believe it. It was incredible. Like to see women being very strong, running, and it's really not like that in France. You are not supposed to have muscles in France. But in the US, it's really like incredible, like women to be real people. And so I fell in love with the States. And I fell in love in the States with a US citizen, yeah. And I lived there for 8 years. I was teaching, and my visa expired. The thing is that I had a house, and I lived for 5 years with my partner, who is my spouse now. And when my visa expired, we understood that there was no option for us to stay in the States, because even if we would marry in a state, in the United States, the federal level would not recognize our marriage because of a bill that Bill Clinton signed that says that a marriage is only between a man and a woman. So at the federal level, for immigration purpose, it's impossible for a gay couple to marry and to stay in the States. Like the US citizen cannot sponsor their partner. So we started to understand that we had to leave the United States. So I always dreamed to go to Vancouver, and just the name Vancouver was kind of poetic and romantic, and I really wanted to go to Vancouver. So I started to see all the ways, and to make it short, I came for interviews, and my spouse came with me, and we loved Vancouver. But I needed a work visa to come to Canada, and I landed in Vanderhoof, Prince George, Vanderhoof. So I stayed there 1 year because they had I'm repeating it. So when I first came to Vancouver and I came for interviews, I got many jobs because I'm a French teacher, but they needed to get a work visa for me, and it was not easy. So I applied to other schools in British Columbia, and believe it or not, I landed in Vanderhoof, and that was a surprise. So in Wisconsin-Madison, we just packed everything, and 4 days, it took us 4 days to come from Madison, Wisconsin to Vanderhoof. And when I arrived in Vanderhoof, it was the first time. I'd never been to Vanderhoof before that. And it was so small. 4,000 people, 22 churches, Mennonite, Mormons, very Orthodox. And I started teaching in the high school, in the secondary school in Vanderhoof. And I always been out as a teacher. And it was quite a shock for the community there. But they've been very nice, and I really actually had a very good experience there, yeah. But I moved. I moved to Delta. Delta is south of Vancouver, and I'm very happy I moved because I love Vancouver, I love Delta, and I love it here. Now my spouse stayed in the States, and we need to sell the house, and she quit her job. She was the executive director of a nonprofit organization, and she just quit her job, and she's going to come here. And in Vancouver, what is very, very important to know is that you have a lot of binational couples. One of them is a US citizen, and the other one can be Mexican, Venezuelan, French, anywhere. And these couples are just immigrating from the US to go to a better land for us. So thank you, Canada. Thank you, Vancouver. Yeah.